Hey everyone, it's Misty. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. If this is your first time coming across my channel, hi. I am Misty and I make videos all about fragrance, beauty, luxury items, just whatever I feel like talking about. A lot of perfume stuff though. I'm really into perfumes, but definitely beauty stuff too. So you'll usually get a video from one of those three categories. So if that sounds like something that interests you, then please feel free to like and subscribe to my channel. And today I am going to be bringing you guys some new current favorites. So I guess this will be my February favorites. And I typically don't do favorites every month, but I kind of feel like I have a few things that I want to talk about, a few new things. A couple of repeats. You guys, my hair likes to stick up, like staticky. So if I start having I noticed in some of my videos, my hair kind of sticks up in the front. Let's just ignore that. But all right, let's just jump right in because I have a few things I want to talk about. So let's go ahead and talk about some things that I have already shared. I won't ramble about them long, but they're such favorites that I do want to mention them. So Charlotte Tilbury, I am absolutely loving this Beautiful Skin Sun Kissed Glow Bronzer. This has been my favorite bronzer, and I actually have a brush from Charlotte Tilbury. This brush came out with the powder bronzer, the one that is in the really big kind of pretty shell looking compact. I bought this when I got that bronzer, but I love it, and it's perfect for this creamy bronzer. It is the perfect brush. Travels great. I love it. But it works wonderful with this bronzer. I'm in the color Light. This is just my favorite. I love it. It's the perfect color for me. Gives me, it warms up my face without being orangey at all. And it kind of teeters on like a good contour color, but yet I don't know, it just makes me look a little tan. So it's just that perfect blend for me between a cool and a warm tone bronzer. And I love it. Definite favorite. Best bronzer I have found in such a long time. The next thing I have talked about, I'm loving this Holy Hydration e.l.f. Skin. This is the Makeup Cleansing Balm. You guys, I love this. I love it, love it. It is just a creamy balm. Little bit goes a long way. It feels so moisturizing, takes all of my makeup off, and then you rinse it off. It rinses clean. It doesn't leave this oily residue. And then you can go in for your double cleansing with your actual cleanser. And I just love how this removes my makeup. I love how it feels. Best makeup remover, and I think this was like $10 or $11. So, and sticking with this line, I'm loving this e.l.f. Holy Hydration line. I really am. This is the eye cream in that line. This is an awesome eye cream, you guys. I'm not even kidding you. It really hydrates underneath my eyes, but it's not too emollient. It's not going to leave your under eyes feeling greasy, or it doesn't give you it doesn't give me the little milia bumps that sometimes you can get. I love it. I use it at night, and I really love it underneath my makeup. So when I wash my face in the morning, I'll do my skincare, let it sink in a little bit before I go in with my makeup. I have found such a huge difference. There's so much less lines and creping underneath my eyes when I use this. I love this so much. So after loving those two products, I just grabbed a couple more. This is the Holy Hydration Sleeping Mask. I wanted to try this because I like sleeping masks, and this is pretty awesome. This is just basically like a really strong moisturizer, but again, I don't feel like it's overly emollient or too greasy. There's two ways you could use it. You can use overnight and apply as your final step and obviously sleep in it, or you can use it off as a rinse off mask and leave it on for 10 to 15 minutes. So I guess depending on, you know, what you're wanting to do, you know, perhaps if you have a big event, you can really slather this on, right? Like layer it on, slather it on, and leave it maybe for 20 minutes and then rinse it off. Could plump up your skin, give you a really nice, you know, hydrated base to go and then go in with your makeup. That would be something good to try if you have really dry skin. But I use it as a sleeping mask, so it's perfect. And I don't go in with a ton or anything. I do have a cream that has a little bit of retinol in it, but it's not super emollient, so I'll put it on, let it sit, and then I'll layer this. This is like my final step. I really can tell a difference. I feel like my skin is so much more hydrated and plump. It doesn't have a weird scent. It just, I mean, this whole line just feels like so good and clean and just, I don't know, it's basic, but like it's really good. So I'm just loving it. And then the final thing I finally got my hands on is this e.l.f. Skin lip mask. My Walmart has nothing. Like I live in a pretty big area, and I just feel like all the things that I want to try are never in stock. But I had to go down to the Walmart where I used to live, and it's like 15 minutes away. They had everything I was wanting that my Walmart didn't have, and this was one of them. I just really love this so much. It is a really good lip mask, you guys, and I think it was like $6 or something. Like, I will never ever ever spend a lot of money on any of the high-end lip balms ever again. So I love this. All right, the next thing that I've been loving, you guys, I have been a convert. I am a convert. Rare Beauty is something that I said I didn't like. I didn't like I mean, you can look back in some videos, but I kind of talked crap and said I didn't like it and that these weren't good blushes, and they took, like, I just didn't like how they blended out, and I felt like they took my makeup off. I think I was just using them the wrong way. But this is the color Happy, and this is the blush. I love this blush. I love it. It's so bright, beautiful. They blend out. I use a brush to blend it out, and I just gently stipple it. But then I also will go in, I'll put a dot down of the blush, and then I'll put a dot down of the highlighter. This is in the color Mesmerize. It's like not the light one, it's not too dark, it's kind of in the middle, kind of a really pretty light, very light rose gold. I seriously love this combination. I also absolutely love the color Grace, which is a little bit more of a matte, darker, not as bright blush. My daughter has that one because she has a bunch of dance stuff that she's been doing lately, competition and performances. So I told her to pick whichever one, you know, she really liked. And that color she likes better on her. So I've been letting her use that. I'll probably just give that to her and maybe eventually get me another Grace because I really love the color Grace. But Rare Beauty, love them. All right, the next thing I've really been enjoying is, this is kind of a surprise thing that I never would have thought I would have liked. This is the Wet n Wild 5-in-1 Essence Primer Liquid. I heard Lisa D1 talking about this, and I don't have oily skin, so I'm not really trying to like mattify. I kind of feel that's what this does, but this says it smooths, conditions, refines pores and balances, and prolongs makeup. So I have a foundation that I'm not sure if I love it or not. It's the Nude Glow from IT, and it is very, very glowy, hydrating. I think the color's a little wrong. I think it's too peachy for my skin. But I used this with it when I wore it the other day, and I really could tell such a difference. It made it a little bit less oily and shiny looking on my skin. And trust me, like, that's the finish that I'm usually going for. I like glowy, hydrated makeup, okay? I'm not a matte skin girl. But that one, there's just something about it that is like overly glowy. It's like greasy kind of, you know, there is a difference. Even us dry girls don't necessarily like greasy. But I really felt like when I tried it with this, it really helped. It helped take a little bit of that greasiness off. I feel like it really stuck nicely to my face, and I did feel like it lasted a little bit longer. So I will probably, I don't know, actually, you know what? I am gonna try this with some of my other foundations. But the couple of times I used it, because I used it quite a few times with that particular foundation, I really like it. It does not make your skin, it's almost like you're just putting on a nice hydrating like water toner, or like a essence, you know, like an essence on your skin. And it didn't feel tight or tacky or sticky. It just sunk into my skin, felt really nice. So, and this was like $4 or $5, I think. So I really like this a lot. All right, another thing that I actually just tried, and I really like these, you guys. So Olive and June have come out with like their own press-on nails. And I have used Olive and June's, some of their like nail products, not really any of their, I don't know if I've used any of their nail polishes, but like I have used some of their like their emery boards, their like hydrating cuticle oil, stuff like that. But when I was at that Walmart the other day that had a ton of products, they had so many of these nails to choose from. And I'm all about trying a new nail. I typically only wear Kiss nails, but I just wanted to step out of my box and try something new. These nails are actually Olive and June. I like them. I painted this color though, because they came with that Hailey Bieber chrome nail, which I liked, but I don't know. I just wanted a little bit, something a little toned down. And so I put my own color over it to make it a little bit more neutral, but you can kind of still, I feel, see a little bit of that chromey look underneath it. But I was worried about these because the shape of these nails, instead of being flat, they kind of have more of a curve to them. And I have more flat nails. So I was really worried about that, but they went on and stuck like that. And they have just been so secure. They look great. They were really easy to paint. So I really love them. I cannot wait to try. I saw these and I'm all about a short white nail. So probably around Easter I will put these on. But I really like these. I think they were $10. And there is 42 nails in here. I don't know how many nails come in the Kiss packages. I'm gonna look that up and I'll put a little notation here. But there was a lot of nails and a lot of different styles. This has a ton of sizes. So check out Olive and June. They're gonna give Kiss a run for their money, for sure. All right, you guys, couple more things. Loving these nude sticks. I think I talked about them in like my yearly favorites video. This comes with 3 pencils, kind of a shimmery beige color, and then a bronzy color. That's the one I'm wearing today. And then more of like a smoky gray color. These are fantastic. Fantastic. If you like that smoked out eyeshadow look underneath your eye, but you're like me, I'm sorry, but I don't care how careful I am. When I take eyeshadow underneath my eye, it gets, like, I get fallout. Even if I'm really careful. There's no fallout, obviously, but this is the longest lasting product. This will not come off until you wash your eyes at night. And you can, you know, keep it close to your line, your water line, or you can just take it and really smoke it out. You have a few minutes to like blend it in if you really want it diffused looking. They are perfection. You can also use them as base on your lids. They are perfect base for eyeshadow, or they look great on their own. So there are days when I will just take some of the, like this burnished coppery color, the one I'm wearing now, and I'll just put it all over my lid. It is beautiful. It doesn't crease. They're not like thick feeling on your lids. I don't know how to explain that. Like sometimes, I don't know, I've had crayon liners that have been, they just feel kind of thick and cakey and then they crease. These are thin. Love them. Comes with a sharpener. Comes with this little travel case. I just traveled this weekend to Disney. Threw it right in my bag. Love it so much. All right, a couple more makeup products and then I have a fragrance and then I'm done. So I'm obsessed with this Tom Ford Honeymoon quad. I think this is like one of the most popular quads of his. I've heard a lot of people talk about it. If you are looking for the most perfect bronzy brown, look no further. That's what I'm wearing on my eyes today. Tom Ford shadows blend effortlessly. They're absolutely stunning. I have heard so many YouTubers talking about this palette, and someone making an Instagram post about this. I'm gonna put her name right here. I apologize. I always blank when I'm doing videos. She does lip glosses, and I made a video about her lip glosses. Her name is Katie, but I'm blanking on her last name just because that's who I am when I'm put on the spot. But Katie was doing an Instagram story and she was talking about this is her favorite Tom Ford palette, and it was on sale on Amazon for $30. And I thought there's no way. So I went to Amazon. Sure enough, it was like $30, $35. These Tom Ford quads are so expensive. And I did get this quad for like 35 bucks. And it is my favorite. It is absolutely my favorite. I hope this isn't being discontinued. I think you can still get it on the website, but really do some research before you ever buy Tom Ford quads, because you can get them on Mercari, you can get them on Amazon, you can get a better deal than if you buy them full price. And then I have a mascara, love. This is the Sky High Lash Sensational, and this is in the color Cosmic Black. Now, I used to use the Sky High in the pink like this. This is my waterproof version, but I used to use the actual Sky High, just non-waterproof version years ago, and I loved it. I loved it. I thought my lashes looked amazing. However, it was the hardest mascara to remove. I felt like I was ripping my lashes out. So I don't know what made me try this one, because it's basically, I think, the same exact mascara. It's just this is like a darker color. I do not have this issue. This comes off very good. I don't have to like scrub my eyes. I really like how my lashes look. I did not cake 50,000 coats of lashes on today because I'm just not doing the most. And when I'm not going, you know, running a lot of errands or going anywhere or doing anything of importance, I'll just put on a minimal amount of mascara. But I really like this one, and it, like I said, I like it. It's very lengthening and separates beautifully. It does not budge, but it does come off pretty easily, so I like that. And my last favorite, you guys, oh my gosh, you guys, you know I love perfumes. I mean, my channel, I review a lot of perfumes. I talk about perfumes. And I think I'm just more and more, I'm just loving the fragrance world, and it's an interest and a hobby that really speaks to me. And I've just been getting into so many fragrances, but I have to tell you guys, I love a lot of fragrances, and I think probably my most #1 top fragrance is my Mon Guerlain. I've talked about that. I've loved that for years. It's very special. But I have a fragrance that along with Mon Guerlain, I would consider this, like, I don't really have a signature scent because I love so many fragrances, but this is my signature scent. Like, I'm declaring it because I love it so much, and I'm gonna wear a lot of different fragrances, but when I want to make a statement, this is my fragrance. And it is the Delina. So I have the Delina body oil, and I have had Delina in the travel, like the actual Delina fragrances that I have tried and sampled. I've had a few like travel size vials of it, but I'm not going to buy myself that perfume. It is so expensive. If my husband eventually wants to buy me that perfume, I'm gonna let him, but I'm not going to buy myself that perfume. It's so expensive. But I did try the layered version and its first kiss. You guys, this is identical to Delina. Identical. And I'm very picky about dupes. It is identical, okay? And the staying power on this rivals the staying power of Delina, maybe even a little stronger. And I had it on my wrist, and I really wanted, I wanted another opinion. So I had Delina on one arm, I had this on the other arm. And after I'd been wearing it for hours, I asked my daughter, could you, tell me what you think of these two fragrances? Do they smell alike? She says, yeah, they smell identical, but your arm over here is stronger. I smell that a lot more. It was this one. You guys, I love this fragrance. So basically, we're just gonna say Delina, okay? Because that truly is the scent that I'm after. Delina is the most beautiful, fresh, I don't even know how to explain it. It is absolutely stunning. There's rose, the lychee, however you say it. It is very tart in the Delina, but I love that, okay? So you're either a Delina stan or you love exclusive. And right now, I'm not a huge exclusive lover. I've tried it in the past and I didn't love it. I'm kind of curious to try it again because it's been a couple of years. But the original Delina profile is my favorite. I love it. It's not screechy to me. It's not too tart. It is smooth and soft. It has this very aromatic quality. It's got a little bit of sweetness. It just smells like, I told my husband, I have never, ever felt a certain way about a fragrance the way I felt about this, as far as like how it makes me feel. I think Juan Guerlain is one of those as well, that I feel a certain way when I wear it. I feel gorgeous. I feel like you can't tell me nothing when I'm wearing Juan Guerlain. And I get that same vibe from this fragrance. So basically it's Delina, but I don't have the big bottle of Delina. So I'm wearing the First Kiss, but I do have the body oil. So this is that girl, and I want to be that girl. This is my fragrance. This is my signature scent. This and Juan Guerlain are like my holy grails. And I just, gosh, I love that scent so much, you guys. All right, that is it for now. Thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, I really appreciate it. Let me know what some of your recent favorites are, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.